Welcome everyone to this edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. I am Chaz. I'm your host and welcome back. Now this week I put out the call in Facebook. I said, give me some ideas. Let's get creative. And you know what? You came through big time. Now, I did this a couple weeks ago as well. And so I've had a lot of great ideas coming at me. And some of these will be used in a future episode. But this class was actually asked a few weeks back and it got pulled up again today in the Facebook channel. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Yes, yoga for fibromyalgia. So it was a great class I did quite a few years ago. And I said, it's about time I update that because that's a class that can help anyone. So thank you, Kelly from California. She's the one who submitted this through the Facebook channel. So thank you, Kelly. And remember, if you want to participate with me in this lovable podcast series, just send me an email, chaz@yogamazing.com. Of course, you can friend me up in Facebook, Chaz YOGAmazing, in Twitter, Chaz YOGAmazing, and also in YouTube. A lot of great ways to interact. In fact, I've been using emails a lot. Now I'm using Facebook. I think I might jump over into Twitter and start asking some questions over there because I've used those in the past, but I think I want to do that a little bit more. So if you want to participate, make sure you're subscribed in all the channels. A lot of good stuff coming this way. And please, I'd like to thank everyone out there who's been making donations at the YOGAmazing.com website. So if you would like to make a donation, just go to YOGAmazing.com, click the donate button, and boom, you're supporting the podcast. Or you can support the podcast by buying past episodes in the archive, or go to the store, and I have a bundled series, Yoga for Better Health and Yoga Go with the Flow series, that I've got them all bundled together, and it's a discounted price because there's like 10 videos per series. So it's a great series, great price, and anything you can do to support the podcast, be very, 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 very happy. So thank you. So there you go. So remember, as we go through today's class, to breathe, relax, and have fun in this edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. Okay, from here, let's open up our knees and let's drop it into child's pose. Drop your forehead to the floor and deepen the breath. Remember, as we start the class, we just focus on our breathing, give ourselves a few moments here to just relax and to become centered, and not worrying about what's going to happen later or what you did earlier. Be completely present with the moment. Keep your breath deep, consistent, flowing, never changing, like a cascading waterfall throughout the class. And then slowly bring yourself up to your hands and knees. And before we get into the down dog, I want you to sit back on your heels, and I'm going to give you an option for the down dog. I don't know if I've ever done this in the class, but I'm going to do it today. Now, everybody knows the standard down dog, which is this, boom, upside down V, okay? So that's the typical down dog we're used to seeing. But I've also had some people ask me, well, Chaz, what if I'm not up for doing that? Or I'm having problems, or I can't get on the floor, or I'm having issues with my wrist or whatever, pressure. So here's the option that you can do. It's basically a down dog using a wall. So what you do is I'm going to come over here to the wall. From here, take your hands to the wall, making sure that you're pushing back, keeping the feet below the hips width apart. And you want to make sure that you form like a box so that you're parallel with the arms into the shoulders, your feet are under the hips. And you want to push back against the wall, spreading the fingers. Keep your neck neutral with the spine, deepen the breath. Just hang out. So if you're unable to do a down dog, you can utilize a wall or even a chair if you so desire. Release. So actually what I think we're going to do is we're going to do one down dog that way, and then we're going to do a wall push. Now if you want to do wall push on both of them, that's fine with me too. So either utilize that version with the wall or do a typical down dog. So here we go. Get your toes in the mat, or take it into down dog, or push against the wall and try it that way. So we're going to do it both ways in this class. One regular down dog, and if you're having issues, then just do a wall push down dog. Keep your breath deep. And then release, go to child's pose. Stretch it out. And then from here, we're gonna bring it up. Everybody, find a space on the wall. We're doing a wall push down dog. From here, you're gonna take your hands, put them right there on the wall, shoulder width apart, making sure that your feet are hips width apart, and you're gonna form a box. So making sure that your arms are shoulder height, you're keeping your neck neutral with the spine, you're pushing into the wall, just hang out here, deepen the breath. Great pose to do. Like I said, if you're unable to do a down log, then by all means, please do this version. It's something, again, a pose you can practically do anywhere if you can find a wall. And then slowly come up, walking your feet in. Good. And then come to the front of your mat. Now from here, we're just going to bring the arms up and we're just going to hang. Standing forward fold. Just nice, relaxing hang here. Just breathe and relax. Hang like a rag doll. And then roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, nice and slow. Good. Let's bring it to the center of the mat. Be doing several standing poses. So the one thing we want to focus on right now is alignment, making sure that we listen to our body and do what we need to do. No more, no less, okay? Stay focused and breathe. So from here, the first one we're going to do is a side angle pose. So take your leg out, bring your arms up. Okay, big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to bend your knee. Now you may not be as wide as me, or you may be even wider, or you may be a little bit closer, okay? Find out where you need to be, that's all you need to do. Knee over ankle, don't let the knee kick in, okay? So you're gonna bring the arms into a warrior two for just a moment, lengthen, and then from here, take your arm to your leg, and then reach with the palm down, so you get this great stretch through here, looking under your arm, towards the ceiling, deep in the breath. And release. Bring it up to the center. From here, turn it the other way. Same thing. Sink it into a warrior two to start with. Then take the arm to the leg. Don't let this arm get lazy. Point those fingers and reach with the other arm. Looking under the arm towards the ceiling, deepen the breath. And again, bring it up. Feet forward. Now, let's rotate again to the other side. This time we're doing triangle pose. Now remember when we do triangle, we want to lengthen through here, lower ribs and the outer ribs. We don't want to collapse into the pose, as I always say. You want your hips to go back. See, if I put my hand here, imagine someone putting your hand, pushing your hips back as you extend and lengthen through here, okay? Pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but a lot of times people compress. We want length, okay? And breath. So, arms up, big inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach, get the length, hips go back, only go as deep as you need to as we release down. Now, you can either look down, the hand that's on the leg, hold on gently, don't hold on for dear life, and then look up. If you can't look up, then by all means, look back down and to the side. You want your whole body to be tucked in really nice and tight, like you're between two sheets of glass. Deepen your breath. And bring it up. Hands to the hips. And let's rotate to the other side. Same thing. Remember, the hips going back, extension, length, breath. So, from here, big inhale, reach, breathe, lengthen, releasing into the pose. You may only go this far. You may only go this far. You may use a block. You may have the hand on the floor. But I don't want you to do this. Okay? Only go where you need to get into the pose appropriately. And gaze up. center. Wiggle your feet in, walk your feet in, bring it into Tadasana, the mountain pose. Now make sure when you're in Tadasana, the mountain pose, you lift, let's do it. Lift your toes, spread your toes, root your toes, evenly distributing your weight, okay? So you're pushing through the big toe, inner heel, outer heel. So you're evenly distributing that weight. That's it. So you're firmly ground in. So from here, roll the shoulders back, tuck your tailbone under, draw the navel in, fingertips to the floor, and don't let your head stick out. Bring your head back. Close your eyes. Activate the whole body. Tap your legs. Activate those muscles. Your whole body. Turn it on like a light switch. Even though you're standing quietly, your whole body is active. It's alive. So this isn't meant to be a freebie. This is meant to be a focused pose where your whole body is alive. So again, shoulder blades down, fingertips reaching, feet grounded evenly, hugging the muscles to the leg, navel in, tailbone under. Bring your chin back. And release. It can be pretty intense. People always ask me, what's a pose I can do if I'm out anywhere? Well, if you're out shopping or you're standing in a line or something, then you can actually utilize this pose to do anywhere because it's quieting and it's focused and you can do it anywhere. You're just standing. People think that, but you're doing the mountain yoga pose. They just don't know. So you can do this one in the store too as well. Next time you're shopping, you know, and you're at the counter putting your groceries on this thing, do the tree pose somewhere and send me pictures or video. That would be funny to see how you can implement the tree pose in your daily life, like especially at a counter like at a grocery store or something. That would be funny. So project for you. Now, tree pose. A lot of people have trouble with this, so you can kickstand it, you can hold on to the wall for now, but if you have the capability, take your foot into your inner thigh, firm up the leg that's straight, tuck your tailbone under, draw the navel in, soften the gaze, hands to the chest, deepen the breath. Rotate to the other side. So from here, let's take the other foot into the inner thigh, tuck it under, firm up that leg, okay? Hands to the chest, draw the shoulder blades down, deepen the breath, hang out. And release. Now from here, just going to come back to the front of your mat and just bend your knees slightly and just go into a standing forward fold. And just relax. Just become a ragdoll. And take it back to a down dog, a regular down dog, or you can go to the wall push down dog, whichever you choose. And drop to your knees, go to a child's pose. And then slowly release, bringing it up just for a moment. And I want you to remember that as you go through this class, if you do have fibromyalgia, is that go at your pace. Everybody go at your pace because everybody's got issues in their life. It could be health, it could be physical, it could be that you're just tired or you're getting home from work. So listen to your body, whether you have fibromyalgia or not, and do the poses, okay? But do them with awareness, most important. Now from here, bring it to your stomach, and thumbs to the chest. Keep your neck neutral with the spine, legs together, point the toes back, inhale. And as you exhale, lift up using your lower back. Remember, your hands are there, but they're just props holding you in place. You're not pushing with them. And release, chin to the floor. We're going to do one more. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift. Again, using the lower back, firming up the thighs, rooting the hips into the floor, shoulder blades down, neck neutral with spine, deep breathing. And release, chin to the floor, push it back to a child's pose. Slowly release, bringing it up, crisscross your legs, sitting on your bottom, just doing a nice little gentle twist here. Any twisting pose is good. So anytime you get a chance to do a twisting pose, you could be doing this at your desk, wherever, sitting on the floor, in a movie theater, you know, at a grocery store, wherever you want. Okay, from here, I'm sorry, I got off track. So from here, big inhale, and as you exhale, twist looking over the shoulder, deep in the breath. And release. Switch it to the other side. Big inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist and deepen. And release. Now, for our relaxation today, we're going to be doing legs up the wall to close out the class. So this is a great pose to do. It's very restorative. If you're unable to do headstand or shoulder stand or any type of an inversion, even if down dog's too much for you, this is a great pose to do. I'm going to go to the wall, and easiest way to do this, I'll get my yoga mat out of the way, roll it up so you can see better. And the thing that you want to do to get into this pose even better is you want to make sure that your hips are right up against the wall so that they're touching. And then I'm just going to rotate, and there you go. Now my bottom's up against the wall, arms to the side, palms up. And I just want you to relax here. This is how we're going to close the class. Just breathe and relax and just allow this very restorative pose to just help you. That's what yoga's about. Yoga's about finding your way through the poses, into the poses, to make you a happier and healthier you. So give yourself these next few minutes and just relax. Let the whole body relax. Just deepen the breath and surrender. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.